Today I'm going to show you the bar chord trick that will save you hours so you can finally get playing the songs you love without frustration. Have you ever thought almost every song I want to play that I look up either has an F bar chord in or a B minor? How are these fingers ever going to play them? If you have, then this is going to change everything for you. And here's the proof. This week, my student Russell learned Can't Help Falling in Love.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
Guy learned Take It Easy.
Running down the road trying to listen my Lord, I got 7 women on. For that one that hold me, to that one that stole me, one said she's a friend of mine.
And David learned Folsom Prison Blues.
I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio.
I'm going to show you something really significant about my students playing in those videos in just a little bit. But if you haven't met me yet, I'm Ian O'Brien from the Guitar Process. I spent the last 20 years teaching over 900 adults who are over 50 years old to confidently play and sing the songs they love. So let's get into it. A lot of people who are trying to fret bar chords cleanly are using a lot of strength from their thumb and from the gripping of their fingers in order to clean up those notes and get them to sound smooth. And there's two problems with this. First, if you're really gripping tight with your thumb, you can cause yourself an injury. But more importantly, if you're using this kind of huge grip strength in order to force the chord to sound clear and the notes in the chord to sound clear, you might be able to get it clean on its own, but that's going to really get in the way and slow you down when the time comes to actually use the bar chord in a song and fluidly change from that chord to other ones. So what we want to do, instead of using a huge grip strength from the thumb and the fingers, is kind of distribute that grip strength in order to create pressure against the neck of the guitar. We're going to use our shoulders for this, but it's a better kind of way of thinking about it if you think of it coming from the angle that your elbows are. So as you're fretting a bar chord and having a go at it, I'm going to move a little further up the neck. Have your strumming hand over the body of the guitar as you normally do, and use a little bit of pressure and tension actually from your shoulders, pulling your elbows back and the body of the guitar against you. This is going to give you more leverage to apply a little bit more strength on the neck that isn't coming just from this death grip, so that you can have some strength from the thumb and fingers and some strength actually from your shoulder pulled back at the elbow to get your bar chords clear. And then the second step, when we fret bar chords, we don't want to be using the pads of the finger, which are soft and can cause unclear and indistinct notes. We want to use the side of the finger where the bone is much closer to the surface. It's going to give us an easier job of holding those strings down. And so we do that from the wrist being curved, the neck being forward so you can't see it, and we're using the side of your finger to fret your bar. And number 3, if you've been having a go at bar chords for a little while and you're starting to get the first 4 strings, the thickest 4 strings, which gets you over the net. I am playing an A major chord with just those 4 notes sounding, but what you'll likely find is the notes that are unclear are on the 2 thinnest strings, the B and the E, particularly the B, and it's hard to find the kind of configuration where you can really get that string to sound. And the reason is often it's because of where the inside of your knuckle is. If that's lining up with any of the strings, a particular one of the strings, it's going to be hard to get that string to sound clear and for the note to ring out. So what we do, we attempt to fret the bar chord as we were, we apply all the same stuff, the neck is forward, we are side on with the finger, the wrist is turned, and we are giving some pressure on the neck from our shoulders pulling back at the elbow. If it's still not sounding clear, what we need to do is bring our index finger higher up. Fret it higher than you think you need to, and you'll find you can clear up your B string in your bar chords that way. Now these first 3 points are specifically for you if you are playing and singing at least 5 complete recognizable songs confidently with open chords. If you're not, the section coming up is specifically for you, and this is where the biggest of all bar chord tricks lives. Because if you're not playing at least 5 songs with open chords all the way through that sound recognizable and to a decent standard, and you're trying to fret bar chords, this is definitely for you. You might be thinking that bar chords are kind of the price of admission to playing real recognizable songs, that they separate beginners from the people who can play proper songs, because that's what all the watch me guitar tuners seem to say. But you don't have a bar chord fretting problem. You have a lack of structure in your guitar learning problem instead, because you need a structured approach that's going to condition and prepare your hands at each stage you're at for the stage that's coming up, instead of just jumping into trying to play bar chords before you're really ready for it. I don't want you to be stuck in the butterfly trap, jumping from lesson to lesson, video to video, and not making progress. Instead, I want you to be at the point where you just pick up the guitar and play complete, recognizable songs confidently for yourself, your family, and your friends. So in regard to bar chords, if you're not at the stage where you're playing 5 complete, recognizable songs with open chords yet, I recommend that you Springsteen it, because Bruce Springsteen, whether you like him or not, and I love him, hasn't played a single bar chord live in about 50 years. And if it's good enough for the boss, it's not only good enough for you, but it's what you need to help you to get out of the butterfly trap and to focus on what's going to help you to make real, concrete progress. I believe we need to focus on and learn the songs that we really love on the guitar, especially if you're an adult over 50 years old. You're not a kid who needs to be kind of an empty vessel to be filled up with information. You know the music that you love, the soundtrack of your life, the songs your wife loves. You know what your parents love or loved. You know what you were listening to when your kids were born, or even your grandkids. You probably collected it on vinyl. So we don't want to put away or put off those songs you love that happen to have bar chords in. And this is the real bar chord trick that I was talking about in the title of this video. It's to learn bar chords and everything on the guitar and in your guitar playing journey at the right time for you and in the right sequence, to have a structured approach around that so you can finally make real progress. And I can prove that this is what you need, because it's not just me recommending this, it's not just Springsteen doing it. In the 3 videos that I showed you of my students playing at the beginning of this, which sounded great, by the way, I'm really proud of them and the progress that they've made and continue to make. But none of them played any bar chords in those clips. So to get playing the songs you love, before you're ready to play bar chords, you need 2 chords. The first one, anytime you see an F bar crop up in a song that you'd love to learn, instead use this one. We're going to place our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. So that's the 4th one up from the thinnest string. Sounds like this. 2nd finger is going to go in the 2nd fret, the next fret, and the next string. That's going to go on the G string, which is the 3rd one up from the thinnest. Sounds like this. And then your 1st finger is going in the 1st fret on the 2nd string up. We're going to also play the open E string, the thinnest one, without holding anything down. Play it open. And we're not going to pluck or play or strum the 2 thickest strings. Okay, this is our universal open F chord. Anytime you see an F bar chord in a song you want to play, until you're playing 5 complete songs, you can sing and play them. This is the chord to use. And then when you're seeing a B minor as a bar chord cropping up in the songs that you love and want to play, again, this is the chord we need instead. So your 1st finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string, which is the 2nd thickest. Your 2nd finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the G string, which is the 3rd one up from the thinnest. So you have an open D in between. You've got the A string, 2nd fret, you've got the open D, and then you've got the 2nd fret on the G string, and then your 3rd finger is also going to come in on the 3rd fret of the B string, which is the 2nd thinnest, 2nd up from the thinnest string. And this is how that one sounds. This B minor is going to be your universal B minor chord anytime you see a B minor bar chord in a song, until you're playing, till you've got those 5 songs with open chords in the bag. And I also have a gift for you. If you'd like the sheet of Django chords, the chords that I teach my students over 50 to learn first, right at the very beginning, so they can get changing chords and playing songs sooner, you can click the link below this video and they're yours. And now it's no longer the trying to fret bar chords that is holding you back from playing the songs that you want to. Let's address when to learn them and how to go about it. Because there are 2 worlds in terms of fretting chords on the guitar. There's the open chord world, where we're positioned very carefully onto the fingertips so that we're not blocking the strings that are below us or either side of us. We're positioning very close to the fret wires. The thumb is up on the neck so that the neck is in the palm of your hand and the wrist is straight so you have full movement of your fingers. It's a very precise hold and a specific positioning we want to get our open chords clean. We're very much on those tips. And then the other world, the world of bar chords, the hand position's very different, okay? The wrist isn't straight with the guitar neck in your hand. The wrist is further in front of the guitar with a little bit of curvature in the wrist, and the thumb comes down. We're no longer absolutely focused on fretting with the fingertips and having no fingers laying down. Of course, we want at least one of our fingers to be very much laying down on its side and for the wrist to be curved out rather than straight. They are very different things. And in my view, what we need between those 2 worlds is a bridge, one that conditions your fretting hand for the world of bar chords to come, and makes it easier for you and makes them doable when you arrive at them. And in the guitar process, what lives between the world of open chords, which is at yellow and also orange pick levels, and the world of bar chords, which lives at blue pick level, what lives between these two worlds that's going to prepare your hands for bar chords is power chords or fifth chords. And if you look at a bar chord, here's an A, the two thickest strings of that bar chord, if we drop everything else, so we drop trying to maintain the bar, we drop the middle finger, we even drop the little finger, those two notes on the thickest strings for the A are power chords, and they will condition the angle of your finger, the placement of the thumb, where the wrist needs to go, and keeping this width between these two fingers as we move our chords about and land them so that we're in the optimum position each time next to the fret wires. It's through learning power chords and getting comfortable moving them about, but it's through learning power chords and getting comfortable moving them about and using them in songs that we in part prepare and condition the hands for bar chords. They're the bridge you need to walk over into the world of bar chords. If you made it here, you're one of my people. Let me know you did by typing in the comments, Springsteen it. And if you're over 50, you want to finally get playing and singing complete, recognizable songs confidently, you can click the link below this video to find out more about working personally with me in the guitar process and how that works. And now you know how and when to incorporate bar chords into your guitar playing. You need to watch this video next, because in it I'm going to show you the exact path to get playing and singing complete, recognizable songs confidently. So I'll see you in the next one.